Welcome to the Furious Futurist, the channel where I pick apart the present to find the future we were promised in the past. And as mankind has always dreamt of a future among the stars, in this episode I want to pay homage to the iconic craft that propelled my childhood heroes to galaxies far, far away, as I name my top 5 spaceships in science fiction. Greetings, my furious friends. I am the Furious Futurist, and today we're going to be looking at the spacecraft, star freighters, and interplanetary shuttles that have wowed science fiction fans over the years. From Dan Dare's Anastasia to more recent sci-fi craft, it's difficult to choose the best of the best. So before we start, here's a few honorable mentions and why they didn't make the list. First up is the engineer ship from Prometheus. Although it did sort of look like a giant floating croissant, I thought it was interesting for its organic and innovative design. However, the film as a whole was a bit of a mess in my opinion, so this one got sidelined. My next honourable mention is going to be the space station from 2001. I know it's not a ship as such and thus didn't make the final list, but the film's incredible visuals and scientific realism make it worthy of a mention. But without further ado, let's launch straight into number 5. And in the selfish interests of personal safety, after recently claiming that Star Wars wasn't a proper sci-fi film and receiving threats against my very person from people I'd previously considered friends, let's walk back that opinion and gratuitously crowbar in the Millennium Falcon. The only toy any of us wanted as a kid, and all I got was a Bespin Cloudpod car because my parents didn't get that pre-Christmas order in on time. Weirdly shaped and about as aerodynamic as a horse box, but every model comes pre-fitted with a holographic chessboard. The Falcon is the poster boy for spaceship cool, much like number 4. I loved the series Firefly, and with its Western in space aesthetic came a hunk of space junk to match. The Serenity, later the name for the spin-off movie that fans were begging for, was the perfect fit for the ragtag team of reprobates that flew aboard it. And its bug-like exterior helped audience think of the ship as one of the actual characters in the drama. A bit like number 3. As a Brit, I'm afraid I had to add this cheeky little chappie into the mix. One of the greatest sci-fi comedies of all time, Red Dwarf followed in the low-budget but incredibly charming vein of its BBC predecessors like Doctor Who by creating the eponymous clunky-looking mining ship based on the work of Rob Grant and Doug Naylor on a shoestring. No flashy Hollywood special effects, just brilliant characters, great writing, and a ship that somehow managed to look both super high-tech and also like a child drew it. Number 2, at the other end of the scale, is Star Trek's Voyager. Sleek, elegant, and deadly, the NCC 74656 was realized using a blend of model shots as well as CGI imagery. A kick-ass crew who had to follow in the incredibly popular footsteps of Star Trek The Next Generation, and a ship that, while standing on the shoulders of previous Roddenberry giants, still managed to exude a curvaceous individuality that made it stand out from its Federation counterparts. Bringing us to number 1. Very much a personal choice because I like to make my list videos a little different from everyone else's. My number 1 spaceship in science fiction is the USS Sultana from Aliens. This is a ship that sets the tone for the whole movie. Cutting through space like a jagged bayonet, this aggressive monstrosity is host to a mission that, mirroring its own uneasy design, reflects the worst parts of humanity. Inspired by the industrial design of the Nostromo from Ridley Scott's Alien, and also taking its name from the same Joseph Conrad source, the Sultana's hulking presence was designed by visual futurist Sid Mead, who also worked extensively on Blade Runner, which is great for me because now I get to show a Blade Runner clip.
No choice, huh?
No choice, pal.
And also had extensive design input from Cameron himself. The ship also echoes the pulse rifle design seen wielded by the Space Marines, thus tying the entire military-industrial design concept together. So there we have it. If you disagree with the list or you think there's anything I left off that truly deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, leave a comment down below. And as always, please take a second to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with your friends. I am the Furious Futurist, and you can check out some of my other videos here. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious, my furious friends.